Welcome to the second episode of Waiver Town, brought to you by Waiver Town. This week's episode is sponsored by Wet Hair, the hair that ain't dry. Alright, so starting this week off, we have Max. I'm going to jump right into this one. This week's going to be a little bit boring. I'm going to just fair warn you right now. As you heard from the Tuesday morning recap, there wasn't a whole lot out there. But somehow people figured out what they wanted. They went out and they got it. Starting it off with Max. Picking up Deontay Johnson. I got nothing to say about that. As a Steelers fan, it's hard to admit that that's a reach. It's hard to admit that our offense just wasn't what it used to be. But hey, if Max wants to live in that world, he can. It's not like there was a whole lot else there he could pick up. So, Deontay Johnson, decent first pick, considering his circumstances. He didn't want Jameis. Jameis was his fourth quarterback on his team. You can't do that, so it makes sense for him. But overall, another boring pick. With the second pick of these waiver wires, Jeff decides to take the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who can't afford lobster. He steals it from the supermarket, Jameis Winston. Now this is a classic case of best player available. He has Tom Brady on his team, but guess what? Jameis is there. Pretty decent backup considering for the past 2 weeks, he was one of the top 2 quarterbacks. Hey, what can I say? Jameis is out there eating W's. I mean, you gotta have him on your team if he's there. Especially this week when there's nothing left. We interrupt this program to bring you special news. Breaking news, that is. We move on to Austin Hefter, otherwise known as OBJYN, picking up none other than the Eagles defense. That is right, you heard it here. The Eagles defense was chosen by OBJYN. Now, they have an interesting matchup playing the New York Jets. But the question is to ask, he gave up the Seattle Seahawks after they acquired Jadeveon Clowney. After he just got his first interception, pick 6 this week. Questionable call. But hey, fly Eagles fly. Or is it why Eagles why? Now we're back. On to the fourth pick, which is yours truly, Waiver Town. Picking up the breakout player of the week at 4. Kinda surprised I got him, but guess what? He's mine. That's right, A.J. Brown. The man who, if he was on any other team, would be a wide receiver 1. The man who is the next generation of wide receivers. But he's got Mariota throwing to him, and that's why he dropped to me. But hey, I'll take him. Don't mind. Not at all. Sorry about the quick change in positions there. The finger slipped and paused the video. So I'm gonna have to have this up chopped a little bit. That's alright. We're not getting paid here, so deal with it. Next, I want to move on to the most interesting pickup of the week. You can't write these stories, people. Hours after defending himself, saying he is not Z-Rob 2.0. Multiple times in his video, claiming, I am not Z-Rob 2.0. Only gives us more to consider. That's right, Joel Bricker, to quote, asked in his video this week, Do I have Geronimo Allison on my team? Ladies and gentlemen, Joel Bricker picks up Geronimo Allison. Z-Rob 2.0. That's probably backwards in the video. I don't care. Joel Bricker is Z-Rob 2.0 or 2.0, whatever it is. Z-Rob 2.0. I'm not even calling him Joel anymore. It's just Zach. I'm just calling him Zach from now on. Okay. We interrupt this program again to bring you breaking news. Zachary Hirschfield has picked up none other than the New Orleans Saints. Back to you. Moving on to Austin Majors, the league treasurer, picking up Deebo Samuel, the man that sounds like he weighs 1,000 pounds but looks like he weighs 10. You know, it's an interesting pick. Not really, because this week sucks, but we'll just have to stay tuned, I guess. I don't know. Jimmy G, 49ers are 4-0. Who knows? Who cares? That's the real question, because I don't. This is stupid. Waiver wire week 5. Anyway. Alright, moving it in. Wharf picks up M. Brown. I didn't even know who it was. I'm assuming it's Malcolm Brown, just because Todd Gurley is a big old question mark and always has been. But hey, Malcolm Brown, probably. I don't know. Could be. Nothing to say about it, though, because, you know, it doesn't matter. He picked up a handcuff. Thanks for the interesting content. And we're going to finish it off with the end of the first round of the waivers, with Garrett Davis picking up none other than Robbie Gould. Now, I think the strategy here is he believes his team is gold, so he needs a kicker that represents that. And there's no one other than Robbie Gould. This has been another episode of Waiver Town. I'll catch you guys next week.